You decided and started ignoring the person you love. Even though you're ignoring them continuously, he or she did not respond even once. Thus, weeks later, you end up going back to that person, chasing them again. But this is too late, as the person you loved has already moved on, and you're now no longer a part of their life. This is the biggest problem many people face when they start ignoring a person who they love. If you're ignoring someone you love, you need to remember that it's a double-edged sword. If properly done, the act of ignoring them can increase the bond between you and the person. On the other hand, there are chances of it backfiring too, as the person may lose the emotional connection with you and thus end up losing interest in you forever. That's why you need to intelligently ignore them while simultaneously making sure that they are not losing interest in you completely. So how to ignore someone you love? What is the proper way to ignore someone you like? What are the tips, strategies, and things you must follow while ignoring someone you love? But before seeing all of them, first let us see a few scenarios when you should ignore someone you love. Scenario 1. You both are already in a relationship while your partner is gradually losing interest in you and constantly picking fights with you. Scenario 2. You both are still in the dating stage and the person you're interested in is slowly ignoring your texts and calls. Scenario 3. If the person is toxic or manipulating you in some way and is controlling you and the relationship. Although I can't explain all the situations as to when you should ignore someone you love, the ones discussed are just a few of them. So coming to the main aspect of this video, how to ignore someone you love. How to properly ignore and solve your issue without completely losing them. What are the various things you need to do while ignoring someone you like? Let's see this now. 1. Balance ignoring versus giving attention. One of the keys to ignoring someone you love is ignoring them at the right time. Yes, you need to properly plan when to give them a bit of attention and when to quickly pull out and start ignoring them. In fact, this is like two people pulling a rope on both ends, and all you're doing is balancing. That creates a magnet-like attraction. For example, while ignoring, if the person you love is going out of patience and is deciding to leave, you need to move ahead and give attention to them in an indirect way. And again, once he or she is normal and tries to talk to you, you simply get to pull off again. Yes, if you want to ignore someone you love, this is a safer and more powerful strategy to follow instead of simply ignoring the person altogether. Remember, the more confusion you create in someone's mind, the more he or she thinks about you, and the more they get attached and attracted to you. Thus, when you ignore someone at a completely random time, especially when they are showing interest in you, that creates a strong confusion. This confusion strongly triggers their emotions, making the person think about you again and again, and they push themselves to solve the issue. 2. Try priming. To understand how to do priming, you need to first know the psychology behind why someone actually misses a person based on implicit memory. Consider James, who had a crush on Emma. Every day he used to call Emma at a particular time. He continued doing this at the exact same time every day for almost a few weeks. Soon, Emma's brain got tuned to this pattern, and she strongly associated James's call with that time of the day. As her brain was already conditioned to expect a call from him daily at that time of the day, she started to miss him even if he forgot to call her for one day. Psychologically speaking, James kept doing the same things and trained the other person to associate the phone call with that time of the day. This is what we call priming. So if you implemented priming on someone, it's obvious that he or she starts missing you as soon as you stop doing the thing you used to do every time. So now list out the things you do for your loved one. Do you call them at a particular time every day? Do you bring chocolates for them every time you go out? Or do you cook a special dish for them every weekend? List out all such things the person has gotten used to while being with you. If you're sure the person has associated these things strongly with you and is primed for you, now quickly pull them all. Yeah, stop giving them, and you'll see the strongest ever reaction in the person you're ignoring. Simply, your loved one will now be forced to do anything to get things right between you again. 3. Make them understand that your needs must be fulfilled. If you're willing to ignore someone you love, you're demonstrating your independence. Walking away also shows a strength of character. Thus, you now need to remind them firmly that they better treat you right if they want you to stay. Let them know that you will not put up with ranking below everything else on his or her priority list. 4. At critical times, let your loved one know that you still care. If you're ignoring someone you love, at times expressing their importance without inhibition and demonstrating that they are a priority will go a long way towards repairing your relationship. Even after everything that's happened, just let them know that you're still in love with them and that you still care. Though you will be wanting to not show them your weaker side, remember that this is the person you want to spend your life with. So don't shut your emotions totally. Thus, he or she will eventually realize that they have been losing the most important person in their life and will confront you to address the situation as soon as possible. 5. Show them that you have options too. Your talks and actions should make the person realize that even when you had options, it was them who you chose. Just show them that you have other people who care about you. And thus, they will eventually realize that they will be missing if you walk away forever. If you still feel that he or she somehow does not care, even if you are ignoring them, do not restrain yourself to words. Take your space. Get them out of your system and spend more time with your friends. Go to parties, socialize with strangers, and have a good time. Soon your loved one will not only be jealous, but also feel insecure at the thought of losing you to a potential suitor. This trick works most of the time as the person understands that they need you more than you need them. 6. Let them know that you're hurt. If you're ignoring someone you love, always keep your emotions in check. However, this does not mean that you should stop yourself from showing them that you are hurt. Yes, tell them how hard it is for you to talk to them knowing that they broke your trust. Let them know the truth as to why you're forced to ignore them, and indirectly express how hard it is for you to be the one who's constantly hurt by them. 7. Don't forget to push your value higher while ignoring them. When you're ignoring someone you love, you must not forget that you must uplift your value higher and higher each day. Doing so, your worth increases drastically in their perception, thus pushing the person you love to chase you back. So how to do this? Just work on yourself. If needed, get a makeover. Learn how to value yourself and become the best person you can be. Remember, what you project out to the universe is what you will attract. So teach them how you want to be treated by asserting and respecting yourself when situations feel toxic, abusive, and dangerous. Hold your head up, look people in the eye, and remember how important, beautiful, and valuable you are. 8. Try to act as if nothing has happened. When you're ignoring someone you love, another big spell you can cast on them is by behaving as if nothing has happened. For example, if the person is your crush, act casual instead of constantly discussing the issue. Contrary, if you are already in a relationship, you can simply behave as if the fights or arguments with them don't bother you to any extent. Although this may not work every time, sometimes this may trigger the ego of your loved ones, making them obsess over you and worry about their place in your life. 9. Always keep timelines beforehand. While ignoring someone you love, you may be constantly tempted to text them or call them all the time. However, keeping premeditated timelines as to how long you should ignore them will strongly help control yourself. Yes, even before you decided to ignore them, just fix a time frame like 15 days or 20 days or whatever. Now always keep that timeline in your mind and ignore the person strictly for as many days as you decided. Affirm to yourself to stick to the end of the time frame you decided, while avoiding any sorts of emotional outburst in the middle. 10. Subconsciously take equal control over the relationship. Do you feel that the person you love has an upper hand in the relationship compared to you? In fact, if you want to ignore someone you love, your end goal should be to have equal importance and control for you in the relationship with them. So start making decisions for yourself and take into your hands the things they always control. For example, if the person you love generally suggests your shopping choices, go for yourself now. Similarly, if he or she helps you with a project, do it all by yourself. Thus, ignoring in such a way subconsciously establishes your equal control over this relationship. So when you withdraw gradually over time, you redress the balance of power in the relationship, and this indirectly puts you back in the driver's seat. Thus, your emotions will no longer be controlled by them, while you can wisely build back the relationship. Before concluding this video, let me tell you something. Whatever may be the situation, some people always like the chase more than the relationship. In fact, many people you love often don't even realize the depth of your feelings until you take a radical step as ignoring them. Not knowing this, we tend to overinvest and lose ourselves in relationships. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, goes the saying, and it is indeed true.